Hey guys, it's J-Ro with ABC Conversations and just coming to you live after getting off a shift at the hospital. Just wanted to talk about how the ADHD tendencies are caused directly by the narcissist. So, we have the inattention of ADHD, shifting focus, paying attention to what's favorable, what's desirable, what we like, instead of paying attention to the crap, the narcissistic abuse, the subconscious narcissistic abuse for those that had the parent that was more of a drill sergeant who they didn't really see as a narcissist, but it was subconsciously you were enduring that narcissistic abuse, so that gave you ADHD to pay attention to everything but what was going on in that dynamic. So, what else do we have with ADHD that is caused by the narcissist? Okay, guys, do you ever feel like you always have to prove yourself and you're always trying to get people to believe you and to prove that you're worth something? Yeah, that was caused by the narcissist. That drill sergeant parent, the authoritative parent who lacked love, lacked empathy, was never able to show you love. Yes, they directly cause that because you're constantly trying to prove yourself to them, trying to prove that you're good enough to be loved. All you wanted was that love, and they could never give you that love or that affection. So you were constantly always trying to impress them. And why do we talk fast? Why do we interrupt people? Because that narcissist was sitting there suppressing you, telling you you're dumb, you're not right, or, he was always right or she was always right. That narcissist always had to be right and always would talk over you or get angry and yell. And their anger meter went from 0 to 10 real quick. And it was usually an appropriate response for what had happened. So after that, you're always sitting there trying to hurry up and talk and hurry up to get your point across so you don't lose your train of thought. And also, that narcissistic parent usually talked over you or yelled at you until you shut up so you didn't feel like you had a voice. Many of us feel like we don't have a voice and we want to get it out there. We seem like very, very happy, go lucky people. We're always charismatic and we always see the good in things because we've always had to see the good in things from the crap we were dealt in our childhood. As a baby, you developed a defensive coping mechanism to not pay attention to the crap, to become resilient from that family dynamic, and to become very independent at a young age. We are very bright people, and I'm telling you this, like, I have discovered the new discovery of what causes ADHD. So many people think it's the vaccines, they think it's prematurely born, they think it's smoking, they think a lot of different things. Like, none of those pertain to me, they don't correlate to me, but every single person that I've talked to with ADHD has this family dynamic. They either have a narcissistic parent who they will admit to, or they say, no, my parent was just kind of authoritative, he just wanted me to be strong, crying wasn't really for him, you got to be strong, can't show your emotions. Okay, that's the narcissist. They lack showing emotions. They can't give you what you needed as a child. You needed to be loved. You needed to be coddled. You may not think that, especially guys, they're going to be like, I didn't need that. No, you subconsciously did. You just didn't know it. So then it stems into all these bad traits of the ADHD person. Think of every trait we have as ADHD. The inattentiveness. Hello, we're not paying attention because we've purposely not paid attention in the past. And what other unfavorable traits? The interrupting, already explained that one. The talking fast, explained that one. The inability to concentrate on things. Well, when we were trying to concentrate on something that we did like, which we usually don't have problems with the stuff we do like, it's the stuff we don't like we have problems with paying attention to. And that's probably also that narcissistic abuse, that narcissist always, bickering, whatever, between your parents. Maybe it got physical. And there's different levels of narcissists too. So there's the mild narcissist who probably never touched you, probably just got mad and yelled and got irate when you were younger. I mean, like I said, the anger goes from 0 to 10 real quick. And then you have the narcissist who is 0 to 10 real quick with his voice, and then the voice isn't enough, and then he starts putting his hands on you. Those are the family dynamics we talk about. And everybody's afraid to come out. Everybody's afraid to admit it because they don't want to draw out the trash in the garbage in their family. And they don't want to admit it. That's why nobody's discovered that ADHD was caused by a narcissistic, codependent family dynamic. And what's the other note there? Most doctors, most scientists, most researchers are narcissists themselves. So who is really going to discover that this narcissistic codependent family dynamic is there if you're a narcissist? Narcissists cover up their whole lives and put out this facade that they're perfect. So why would a narcissist discover why ADHD was caused? It was caused by them. And oh man, this just feels great. I'm on a roll here with this. And yeah, I discovered it because I'm ADHD and I'm one hell of an ADHD person. I am smart as hell. I just came out of a narcissistic relationship, and that is what woke me up to realizing that those tendencies, those feelings, that anxiety, that stress was all coming back, and I was starting to get that brain fog again that you get when you're younger, when you kind of seem slower to learn than your other classmates and stuff, because you're sustaining narcissistic abuse. It is inhibiting your learning. You're unable to learn new subjects when that abuse is going on, and it makes you seem dumb. The teachers and students will tell you you're dumb. You're not dumb. They just didn't know what was going on, and they didn't know how to help you. And of course, you weren't going to rat out your parents or tell them, because we're very prideful. We think we're tough because that's how our dad made us. He made us really tough, really strong, really resilient because he lacked showing us love. So we had to do it ourselves and become independent. So we became independent emotionally as well. Now, we do have times where we break down, especially as codependents. So the codependents are the ADHD expressive, where we wear our heart on our sleeves. The ADD is the narcissist. And that's when people are like, oh, if it's a narcissistic codependent family dynamic, then how come every kid isn't ADHD? They are. Hello, one becomes a codependent, ADHD, and one becomes a narcissist, ADD. Guess what? The narcissist constantly covers up the unfavorable traits that they carry. Hello, ADD is one of them. They cover it up so well, and we're not able to cover it up. And also, the narcissist is driven. They have a direction when they're successful. Us, we're kind of like, we know we're special, we know we're smart, we're a jack of all trades, but our success scale kind of goes up like this instead of a straight line like a narcissist. And I'm so glad to make this discovery. If everybody can subscribe, help me share this. Let's get this out to the world, because ADHDers, I know you're on with it, especially the ones that have come out of a narcissistic relationship. And if you guys don't understand it yet, you will. You will eventually know what I'm saying. And it is spot on. I'm not even joking. I'm going to go down in a history book. Jennifer Roseving discovered what causes ADHD. All right, guys, have a great rest of the night.